Hey everyone, welcome to the third posting of Chaney Creek Custom Baits Facebook show, for a lack of a better label. I'm B. Hayes, and I'm thrilled you're hanging out with me today. It's a big day for us here because we are celebrating the official launch of the Chaney Creek Custom Baits sales webpage, our new online shop for premium soft baits and weights to help you catch more fish, even in winter conditions like we're experiencing now. So this morning we're going to dive right into that very topic, my favorite topic, and that is what soft baits and weights work best in January when chasing redfish, trout, and the old bucket mouth black bass. After I've gotten this show posted, you can hit the link in the post, and it'll take you right to the sales page where you can check out everything that we've talked about today, and then we'll be adding more stuff as we go along. Uh, but also make sure that you stick around to the end of this because at the end of this, I'm going to give you a promo code. Just it's only good for the first 48 hours that the site is up, and that's a special gift for me. So stay tuned for that. But before we talk about tackle, let's set the scene. January fishing can be a real challenge. Colder waters, few aggressive bites, fish like redfish, trout, and bass all slow way down. They conserve energy and they move into deeper channels, such as mud flats or drop offs where the temps are a lot more stable. What that means for us, though, as anglers is we have got to slow down our presentation. Give them a bait that looks natural, even when it's moving at a crawl. The right combination of soft bait action and weight control is the key to success this time of year. Redfish. For redfish in January, subtle movement wins every time. I love using that Chaney Creek custom paddle tail in natural color patterns like new penny, shrimp, or let's say root beer with the big old golden flake. Rig that on about an eighth ounce or quarter-ounce Chaney Creek jig head or weighted hook, depending on what the current is and which paddle tail you choose. In shallow grass flats, lighter is better. Let that bait flutter down slow. Reds will study it, then they'll bump it. If you're fishing channels or dock edges, bump that up to about a quarter-ounce weight to keep the contact with the bottom. Speckled trout. Specks get really picky in cold water. They love a smaller bait profile, however. So try our Chaney Creek shad tails or jerk shad in colors like, let's say, pearl glow, or chartreuse ice. Stick with that light 1/8 ounce head and give it a long pause between twitches. Trout in January love that low stick, low sink, and subtle tail shake. Less is more. Remember, less is more. Black bass. For you bass anglers, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about the winter grind. This is when the fish hug cover and moves to deep structure. My go-to setup for that is the Chaney Creek Creature Crawl or some custom worm Texas rigged on about a 3 ounce lead bullet weight. Lead will give me an amazing sensitivity when the bites faint. Just crawl that bait along the bottom. Those winter bass hit it, but when they do, man, it's solid. The right weight makes or breaks your presentation in January. Use a lighter weight, about a 1/8 ounce for shallow water or slow presentations. Bump to about a quarter-ounce or 3/8 ounce when fishing deep or stronger currents. Heavier weights will let you stay in the strike zone longer, but too heavy can ruin that natural glide that pulls winter bites in. At Chaney Creek, all our jig heads and lead bullet weights are precision balanced to keep that bait fall evenly. That's what gives you that real bait fish motion. All right, here's a few of the Chaney Creek items that will be up on the website. This is a couple of things that we talked about today. Um, here's take a look at these little 4-inch paddle tails, and we've got them in new penny, got them in the root beer. All right, let's show you a couple of these baits that we were talking about today. 4-inch paddle tail. Hold these up. I'm gonna hold all three of them up. To see those things. Chasing. So bottom there, you've got the new penny, you've got the chartreuse eyes. It's in the 40. 3-inch. And trying to show you that. And you got pearl white, pearl, I'm sorry, pearl glow, new penny, and it's Jason. So, and, okay, so there's the pearl glow. Can't turn off lights, but she glows really good. Actually tested it out this evening, right at dusk. Uh, Third cast out, got a little bass. So definitely does a trick. Here's the new penny. And in the split tail tracer shed, got these. Show you the three. We got the pearl again. We got the pearl glow, the root beer. And can't go without talking about here's the new penny rigged. I was trying out earlier too. So and one of the creatures rigged. And you can't talk about creatures, of course, without talking about my craws. Here's two of them, my go-to colors. I'll tell you. Um, this call this purple ice, and blue craw formula from Deadland Plastics. It's a great color. Not a shifting, but definitely has shows you two different colors there. All right, let's recap the big takeaways for today. Slow presentation is the key. Keep your weights light unless you're fishing in a current. Pick soft baits that move naturally with very minimal effort. The biggest mistake I see anglers make in January is they are fishing way too fast and using heavier weights than they need to, which kills the action of that bait that they picked. If you slow things down and let Chaney Creek baits do the work for you, you'll start connecting with those finicky fish. All right, before we wrap up, let me say thank you to everyone watching. You guys are the reason that we're here. To celebrate the official launch of Chaney Creek Custom Baits, I want to hook you up with an exclusive launch deal. Using the promo code JANFISH10, that's JANFISH10, at your checkout, you'll receive 10% off your entire order. But it's only good for the first 48 hours that the site is open. Whether you're chasing reds, trout, or bass this winter, we've got the right bait and weight for you. I'll be doing these sessions about every 2 weeks or so, spotlighting seasonal techniques and other newest bait colors. Drop a comment with what species or technique you would want me to cover, and I'll take a look at it. Thanks again for tuning in, and always, tight lines from Chaney Creek Custom Baits.
I grew up casting lines at the break of dawn, river fog rising while the night moved on. Daddy said, son, it ain't just hooks and string. There's more to this life than the fish you bring. I've seen empty coolers, I've seen full creels, long hard days just trying to make it real. But somewhere between the quiet and the bend, I heard a call saying, follow me, my friend. I'm a fisherman with a weathered soul, casting hope where the broken go. I don't know all the answers, I just know when he said drop your nets, I said amen. I ain't perfect, but I'll stand where I am, trying to love folks like Jesus can. One heart, one prayer, one cast again. Just a simple man, a fisher of men. I've walked some roads I shouldn't have been on, carry regrets like a tackle box full of wrongs, but grace hit me harder than a sudden tide, pulled me back when I had nothing left to hide. Now I listen more than I used to speak, try to help the strong, try to lift the weak. Sometimes it's a word, sometimes it's just time, sometimes it's showing up and drawing the line. I'm a fisher of men with calloused hands, learning to trust in a bigger plan. I don't save souls, I just point them to him, where mercy runs deeper than we've ever been. I've been lost, I've been found again, pulled from the dark by a love with no end. One life, one chance, one cast again. Just a grateful man, a fisher of men. It ain't about the numbers or the names, it's about the hearts that still feel pain. If I could shine a light in the great unknown, Lord, use this life, use this song. I'm a fisher of men, trying to walk straight, leaving room for mercy when I make mistakes. I don't claim the credit, I just follow when he says, child, it's time, cast again. So I'll keep throwing lines till my last amen, and quiet prayers and crowded dens, till the river meets eternity's bend. I'll be right here, a fisher of men.